So here are my top 10 reasons why Tesla Model Y Juniper is the best retirement car you can buy for your money. And the first one is it has a low learning curve. Where most internal combustion engine cars have multiple interface panels and instrumentation, the Tesla Model Y Juniper only has one screen with a menu that's as simple as a smartphone. And if you just look here, you can go to the little car down there. Has all your stuff right here: controls, dynamics, charging, autopilot, locks, lights, seats, display, schedule, safety, service, software, navigation, trips, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, audio, and upgrades. Each of these little tabs you can just click on. It gives you real simple information for each one. Charging, very simple. It's just about charging. Autopilot gives you all your data on autopilot. Locks, lights, service. It's got your tire pressures, everything on here to check. Camera visibility, all kinds of interesting things that you can just, at the push of a button, just scroll through this screen here, and it's very simple to use. Basically like a smartphone, and everybody uses a smartphone today anyway, so very simple, low learning curve for this car, and that is my number one reason. My number two reason is GROK Navigation. Now that Tesla has integrated GROK AI into the user interface through the microphone button on the steering wheel, you basically just need to push the mic button to tell the car where you want to go, and it will populate the navigation on screen, at which point you only need to push the Start Self-Driving button to get you there. Navigate to Lebanon Walmart. And it populates it on the screen. Everything's ready to go. And then you just have your Start Self-Driving and it will take you there. Very simple. Number three, low operating cost and low maintenance as the vehicle ages. One of the greatest benefits for retirees owning an EV is no more internal combustion engine maintenance. None of the headache to deal with oil changes or tune-ups, no more transmission checks, and all the little parts and pieces that need maintained as the car gets older. No engine upkeep or exhaust system repairs. All that is gone. All those costly repairs are gone. Very simple to take care of. You basically just need to make sure that you keep your washer fluid filled. Outside of that, there's not really anything to do with these cars. Number four, more time back in your life. With the Tesla Model Y Juniper, you're not going to be spending time outside in the cold gassing up your car. And the older I get, the more I enjoy staying out of the cold. No waiting on that oil change to get done, or scheduling an oil change or repairs to the engine. It's really something I didn't even realize until I had the car for about 6 months. And then my wife came to me and asked if I could schedule an oil change for her car. So I did, and then I took the car and got the oil change and dealt with all that. And what a hassle it is to have to deal with that. After not dealing with it at all for 6 months, I finally realized, wow, I just don't want to do oil changes anymore. Call me lazy, but hey, it's more time back in my life, and I think I'm going to have to swap out her car and get her one of these too. Number five, it's easy to get in and out of the car. The Model Y sits higher than a normal sedan, but lower than an SUV. I'm 6 foot and my wife is 5'2", and neither of us have a difficult time getting in and out of the car. And anything that's easier on my knees is a good thing in my opinion. Number 6, FSD reduces driving fatigue. I realize that not everyone will trust FSD or want to pay for it, but the amount of stress that's been taken off my shoulders is fantastic. And I mean that literally. I no longer have to hold my hands up on the steering wheel when traveling, not to mention the fact that as I get older, my reaction time and vision is not the best. I'm close to retirement, but for now, still working and making trips into work, and the stress load that's been lifted off me just makes me smile every time I get into the car. It truly is the most relaxing ride. It's basically like having your own personal chauffeur, the entire commute back and forth to work. And even if you don't want to use FSD, single pedal driving really does lower the constant need to move your leg back and forth from the accelerator to the brake. It's just, when you're in heavy traffic, just doing that all the time, for me anyway, and going back to work, I have to go on major highways, I have to travel in town, and it's just back and forth, stop and go, stop and go. It's just so nice not to have to mess with any of that. And I kind of realize my stress level just drops because of that. Number 7, freedom. I can also see how this car can give me more freedom back in the future, as I might want to go places and get out as I age. I see many retired people now making decisions not to go out because they don't want to drive or don't want to deal with the risks that come with heavy traffic and the dangers of not having fast reaction time. And I've kind of seen that with my parents, and how they don't like to get out as much anymore because they don't want to drive. And I'm thinking about that as far as the future goes. I'm like, okay, well, if I'm going to end up basically in the same situation they're in, they don't want to go anywhere because of the fear of driving, or just worried they're not going to be able to handle the car the way they used to. It just gives me a lot of peace of mind that I can have a lot more freedom later on in life by using a car like this. Safety. The Tesla Model Y has a 5-star safety rating with the National Highway Transportation and Safety Administration, the highest rating a car can get, and has a very low rollover rating of less than 8% due to the heavy battery. There's also less risk of an injury in a head-on collision due to the fact that it doesn't have an engine in the front of the car. Number 9, future-proof upgrades. Unlike traditional cars that might need software updates to navigation, like some vehicles I've owned in the past, or overall system updates by going to the dealer and paying a fee for the update, which I've had to do in the past with an Infiniti that I had, the Tesla Model Y gets free updates all the time. And it's nice. You just go out there, it's an update, just push the button, let it update, and bingo, you've got an updated car. Very nice. Number 10, long-term ownership value. The Tesla Model Y offers an 8-year or 120,000 mile warranty on the battery. That's pretty impressive. Unless you're taking long trips all the time, this car could last you the rest of your life. Of course, once you realize how easy it is to operate and the freedom you get back, you might want to use it more than normal, but we've already covered that. By charging at home, you basically just have to take care of the battery. Make sure you follow the rules that they give you for taking care of your battery. This thing could outlast me, honestly, if I just take care of it good. I realize that there's always an exception, but I've seen some videos of taxis that have been using Teslas for a long time, and some of those had 400,000 miles on the same battery. That's pretty impressive. I doubt there's many retirement cars out there with 400,000 miles on them. So to wrap things up, that's my top 10 reasons why Tesla Model Y Juniper is the best retirement car for your money. Honestly, the charging at home is great. If you can charge at home, if you can get a charger installed in your garage, just charging at home, it just gives you so much more freedom. And the cars are really easy to take care of. They're fun to ride in. FSD really is worth it, even though it has all kinds of quirks with it. There are problems, not perfect, but I love it. And it's really saved a lot of time in my life. And I hope you'll consider one. It really is the best-selling car. And I'm hoping to get me another one so I can get rid of my wife's car, and so I don't have to do any more oil changes or take care of that engine anymore. I just got to get her comfortable with that single pedal driving. She just seems to struggle with wanting to use the single pedal driving, but I think I'll get her there soon.